And we are back. Sorry about that, folks. There's a little bit of technical difficulties up here in the booth. The Wi-Fi cut out or something. You really haven't missed much. Just a goal from the senior captain and Oregon commit Ashlyn Gallagher. Also, the St. Mary's Ryken Knights had an 8-meter as they have right now. So we'll see how they do on this one. They unfortunately could not convert the first one.
Shot saved by Claire Hansen. That was Caroline Wright, the Jacksonville commit for the Knights, taking the 8-meter shot. And Annabelle Walsh blazing back in. Shot, and then she scores. Ashlyn Gallagher, the captain, her second goal of the day.
Annabelle Walsh has had an amazing game so far. Even though there's only 5 minutes and 41 seconds left in the first quarter, she has contributed heavily to this game, getting the ground ball to the score for the first goal and getting the assist on the third goal. She should be proud of herself, showing out on senior night.
And both of your senior captains, Annabelle Walsh and Ashlyn Gallagher, have scored all 3 of the goals today so far. The Knights, who have been a very tough team so far this year, are down by 3 with a little under 6 minutes left to go in the first quarter. We would also like to apologize once again for the technical difficulties early this quarter. We are back, and the face-off will happen right here. Macy Bowles for the Knights taking it against Annabelle Walsh. And this one into the hands of the Falcons. And it's going to be taken away. And the Knights in the offensive zone. They're getting ready. Getting everything set. That was Jaslyn Zellner at the top. Going behind the net with Madison Ashley for the Knights. Knights keeping it along the perimeter. The Falcons trying to keep good defense. Falcons have been very stout in the defensive end. That one is in!
Nice goal from number 6, Jasmine Downing, the junior, who is a Manhattan commit. That's a great response by the St. Mary's Ryken Knights, bouncing back. You know, if this Good Counsel team gets off to a hot start, which they were earlier, it might get ugly pretty soon. That was a big goal from Jasmine Downing to bring the game back.
The Knights, their first goal of the day, a little over 5 minutes to go. Let's see if they can get some momentum going for Ryken. Falcons, as I mentioned, 12-1 on the year, and as they've been saying all year, they've been trying to five-peat. They've won 4 straight champions, going for a 5th in the WCAC. This one will be in favor of the Knights, Macy Bowles. And the Knights getting it set back up in the offensive zone. This could be dangerous. They've had a very good offense this entire year. There's Jasmine Downing, the most recent goal scorer, and now in the hands. It'll still be the Knights' ball for the time being. Now in the hands of Greta Phillips. They got about 55 seconds left on the shot clock. Moving in, that was Greta Phillips, the Flagler commit. She was pushed back out to the perimeter. And this one's picked up by Jasmine Downing.
Great defense, though, by Isabel Majette, making sure she can't get into the 8-meter.
Moving around, the Knights trying to find a lane to push through and get a shot on net. Bowles at the top for the Knights. Finds Zellner. Zellner trying to make a move, and she's pushed back. Great defense by Isabel Majette. And moved in, that one's going to be picked up by Josephine Kemp. And Josie Kemp now, the junior, she's committed to Army. She'll get it out to Annabelle Walsh. And Walsh now with it. Going to back up. And getting everything set. This is going to be Knights' ball after it goes out of bounds.
Little miscommunication there from Annabelle Walsh and Ashlyn Gallagher. They've been on the same page for the last goal, but not everything can go Good Counsel's way today. So they're going to look to bounce back on defense.
Knights have. That one's going to be smacked away by Josie Hutchcroft, but it will still be Knights ball with Caroline Wright. Bulls with it. Over to Burfield. And the Knights will get it set back up around the perimeter. About less than 60 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Moving in was Maddie Ashley, and she'll be knocked down. And Ashley will take an 8-meter shot. She'll be pushed back, though. And the Knights will be forced to regroup. Less than 3 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Falcons up by 2 with goals from Annabelle Walsh and Ashlyn Gallagher, both captains for this Falcons squad. Moving in was Caroline Wright, pushed back. The Knights now with less than 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. And the shot clock is up to 0. It'll now be Falcon ball.
And the fast break for Josephine Kemp. Let's see what she can do with it.
Kemp trying to find Josie Hutchcroft, but that one will go in ground ball into the hands of Amelia Campbell. Campbell with it.
Way to keep it in there.
Campbell finds Caroline Campbell, and now moving in, scores Josie Hutchcroft, and the Falcons make it 4-1 with less than a minute 30 seconds to go in the opening stanza.
And the two-sport athlete Josie Hutchcroft on senior night gets into a great scoring position and capitalizes to put your Falcons up 4-1 against the St. Mary's Ryken Knights. And another special note, her mom is the announcer on senior night. Nothing better than that.
She's been the in-house announcer for lacrosse games for boys and girls lacrosse throughout this spring season. We'd like to thank her for being up here with us in the booth. As a face-off back in midfield, happening again. This one picked up by Walsh, and Walsh making a breakaway move, and she's going to be pushed back to around the perimeter. This one passed in and saved by the Ryken goalie.
Annabelle Walsh has been doing a great job so far, as we've been saying. She has really kept her head forward, looking for the advancing pass, trying to break the midfield line. She's doing a great job. Great
defense by Sarah Howes, the senior, and one of the starters here on senior night. This one will be the Knights ball. They'll move in across midfield with less than 70 seconds left to go and less than 30 seconds to go in the first quarter, as the Falcons will take it away with Claire Hansen. Isabel Majette now with under 30 seconds to go. She finds Ashlyn Gallagher. Gallagher trying to move in. She does. A ground ball and saved. Great save by the Ryken goalkeeper. And she'll be content with just to hold it for the last 10 seconds of the opening quarter. And 3, 2, 1, that'll be it. And we'll be back. First quarter, Falcons 1, the Knights 1. Or Falcons 4, Knights 1. We'll be back after this.
I want the kids first and foremost to love the school. I want to introduce Good Counsel as a place to hopefully attend one day. Make sure they come back. Having fun is something that's very important to say, hey, it was a great camp, enjoyed it, looking forward to next year.
First off, let's be clear about elements of going to a camp. You know, you want them to have fun. You want it to be a great experience. But that's what we like to think, that they're going to walk away with something they're not going to get someplace else.
I would say over the years, we've had several participants that have come to Good Counsel as students. So it's really nice. It's an introduction to what Good Counsel is.
I would say my biggest thing that I want my campers to get out of being with me for a week is fun. I want them to learn lacrosse. I want them to learn field hockey, but you know, it's summer.
I think it's very welcoming. It's very busy. It's kind of exciting. When they're outside doing a lacrosse camp, it's very dynamic. There's just movement all over the place.
All right, let's go 100% back.
I have 3 boys in the camps program, ages 10, 8, and 6. They love the camps. They love the connection that they make with the student counselors. It's really special.
So my oldest, my daughter, I think she had a lot of fun. I think she found a lot of confidence that she didn't have before. She tended to be a bit shy, and all of a sudden she kind of came to life on stage. It was a lot of fun to watch.
Also, you want to make sure that our counselors are teaching them, not just the thing of babysitting them. The curriculum that we have developed over the years really introduces them to actually go through every day and what they're supposed to do.
Well, my camp director is amazing, actually. He would teach us, put them first, to have fun with them and get them to learn the fundamentals. I'll say I'm just trying to teach them that at the end of the day, it's camp. You're trying to have fun, trying to make memories.
They're more than just coaches. They motivate the kids, they encourage them, and they feel like cool big brothers. And my kids just talk about it so much after camp is over.
I think for parents, they feel that this is a great, safe environment, that they're
And we are back at Dancel Field here at Kline Stadium. Beautiful day here in Olney, Maryland, around 60 degrees. A little chillier than we had before, but we are back at the start of the second quarter. Your Good Counsel Falcons 4, St. Mary's Ryken Knights 1. Good Counsel, led by senior captain Annabelle Walsh and senior captain Ashlyn Gallagher, have got off to a hot start. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Whistle being blown. It'll be Knights ball in the hands of Caroline Wright. She's committed to Jacksonville. She's a junior right now.
Yellow card against the Good Counsel Falcons.
A yellow card being drawn on the Falcons. And play will resume for the Knights. Knights getting everything set up really quickly. And this one's messed up. Dana Judd was there, the captain and starter for this Falcons team. She wreaks havoc in the defensive zone, and the Falcons will bring it out.
Great ground ball pickup starting the offense.
Falcons with it, with just under 12 minutes to go in the opening part of the second quarter. Falcons lead by 3. Moving in, and that's a great save by the Ryken goalkeeper. And she keeps the Falcons offense at bay, and it's still 4-1.
Second great save there by the Ryken goalie, and she is feeling it. She looks pumped out there.
Moving over to Downing, the goal she has the goal so far for the Ryken Knights. Moving in, trying getting a second goal, and easily defended by the Falcons defense. That was great play down to the crease. Whistle blown.
Free position for the Knights.
An 8-meter here for the Knights in great scoring position. Let's look at Claire Hansen, the goalie, see if she can make a great stop here.
Phillips on the shot. That one is steered away by Hansen. And the Falcons pick it up. That's Dana Judd. And the Falcons will move it out.
Now, 8 meters are supposed to be pretty good chances to score, but 3 missed 8 meters here early in the game. We're only in the second quarter.
Claire Hansen, the stud goalkeeper, as this one's in, scores!
Score, number 20 to number 21 for a Good Counsel.
Reagan Lober, her first goal of the day. The sophomore, one of the younger players on this Falcons team. And now it's 5-1 with under 10 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Great find from Finola O'Connell there. Reagan Lober just running into the slot. Finola finding her, scoring that goal. Great play. Great teamwork there. Really shows the coaching from Coach Haight is paying off.
Coach Haight, 25 years coaching for the Falcons in girls lacrosse. He went 18-3 last year and won the championship. He's had 13 nationally ranked seasons and 14 WCAC championship appearances, and winning 4 in the past 4 years.
And in response to that goal, Reagan Lober hit a little baseball celebration. Looks like she is excited for our broadcast on Friday at OBGC, your Good Counsel Falcons baseball team playing the Sherwood at OBGC in Olney.
Against the Sherwood Warriors. It'll be in celebration of Olney Days, kicking it off this weekend as the Falcons back in the offensive zone with Annabelle Walsh. Walsh trying to find an open girl, and that one's going to be saved. Ryken goalkeeper is heavily guarded right now by Ashlyn Gallagher.
Great pressure there.
Gallagher making her do circles around the net.
Playing right around the rosy. Chewing up a lot of the shot clock here. 70 seconds, and they haven't crossed half yet.
And this one will finally get in the hands of Burfield. And the Knights will get it back in their offensive zone. Claire Hansen getting ready in net. This one's going to be played away. Great job by Ava Panetti, UMBC commit. But the Knights will get it back. And they'll keep things rolling under 50 seconds to go on the shot clock. Moving in, that one is going to be popped up in the air and picked up. Still on the ground, and the whistle's going to be blown. It will be Falcon ball, though.
Good defense from number 14, senior captain Addie Delgandio, coming back from that yellow card earlier and making a big impact on that possession.
Falcons with it. Going to get across midfield. That's Annabelle Walsh. She has a goal and an assist so far today. Moving it over. Falcons getting everything set. It's a great play. And it's in! Sarah Howes! A great play in the slot. And the Falcons increase the lead to 5. It's 6-1. Sarah Howes, her first goal on the night. And that's a great play for the Falcons to be up by 5. Under 8 minutes to go.
Sarah Howes saw a soft spot in the defense, makes a move, gets past one, gets right in front of the goalie, and ice in her veins, gets it done.
If you're just tuning in, Falcons up by 5. Most recently goal scored by Sarah Howes. It is senior night. We'd like to thank and congratulate all the seniors playing for all the sports, not just girls lacrosse. We're all across all the sports here at Good Counsel.
Seniors are having a great night so far, as 5 of the 6 goals have come from them.
And the one goal that didn't was Josie Hutchcroft. Or no, that was Josie Hutchcroft. She is a senior. It was Reagan Lober, the sophomore, for this Falcon squad. The Ryken Knights in the zone. Got 60 seconds to go on the shot clock, and Claire Hansen will pick that one out of the air. And the Falcons will get it. That's Pandora now, but she loses the ball, and Caroline Wright will get it over to Downing. And the Falcons back in the defensive zone with the Knights threatening to score with a reset shot clock now at 80 seconds. Whistle blown. And Caroline Wright with it on the outer part of the crease.
Ryken has been looking to their seniors, Caroline Wright, Jasmine Downing, Macy Bowles, and Greta Phillips to make an impact. They've been doing it.
Ooh. And down goes Wright. The commit to Jacksonville easily gets up, though. Looks like it was a hard hit. Unfortunate.
Yeah, these seniors have been doing a good job of getting down low, but the Good Counsel defense has also done a good job of bending but not breaking, especially led by Claire Hansen, who's made a couple good saves so far this game.
And that'll be Good Counsel's second yellow card on the day. It'll be counted as a hip check, which is not legal. in girls lacrosse. It is in boys lacrosse, though. Boys lacrosse is a little more physical as this one goes over the net into the hands of Ava Panetti.
And that's the fourth 8-meter that has not been converted so far in this game. That just shows how good of a performance these goalies have been doing.
Falcons with it. A little over 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Moving around was Finola O'Connell and a whistle blown. Possibly an offsides, but it will be the Ryken Knights ball.
Resetting the shot clock here, and now we're back on the way to the goalie from Ryken. She has been tormented so far this game by Ashlyn Gallagher, but she's given her a little bit of space here.
This one in the hands of Bowles. And now Burfield gets it, and the Knights trying to get it out. A little slip up by Olsen, Brooke Olsen, the senior, but she'll get it back, and now it's in the the Knights offensive zone. Madison Ashley with it. Knights guarded heavily by the Falcons defense. Moving in, Greta Phillips scores! Jasmine Downing for the Knights gets her second goal, or the second goal for the Knights on the day.
And we will check that out again, sponsored by Under Armour with the replay. Great pass there to the junior, Jasmine Downing, scoring her second goal of the day, trying to claw back from the depths of 5 down. Your Good Counsel Falcons 6, St. Mary's Ryken Knights 2. Just over 5 minutes left in the first half. Let's see if Ryken can do something to kind of get back into this game. Good Counsel has been dominating so far in the second quarter, but that goal has a great confidence boost.
Bowles and Walsh meeting at the dot once again for the face-off. At midfield, the ball goes up, and it's going to be picked up by the Falcons. And about Walsh. And Walsh trying to move in. She's going to be forced out to the perimeter. That one shot scores! Addie Delgado, the Rider commit. And now the Falcons reclaim their 5-goal lead. And they're looking to keep the Ryken Knights out of this and make this a very good senior night to remember.
And so far, it has been just that. These seniors for Good Counsel has really shown why the program has won the last 3 seasons, why they have been here. The Good Counsel seniors have scored 6 of the 7 goals so far. They have been absolutely dominant.
Back at the dot, Walsh and Bowles. Just a little over 5 minutes to go. And looks like the referee is calling for a redo on the face-off. The ball did not go high enough. It went straight to the ground, actually.
Something to keep in mind for later on in the game, the St. Mary's Ryken Knights only have 7 players on the bench, fielding a little bit of a smaller team, whereas Good Counsel has 12 on the bench. Later, the Knights are a little lucky that it's not too hot out today, but later on in the game, you could see a little bit of fatigue possibly setting in for the Knights.
Moving in is Ashlyn Gallagher. She's going to try and find an open receiver. Gallagher now stepping back. She'll find Walsh. Walsh trying to make a spin move, and it's great defense by Jasmine Downing. Whistle blown.
Ball at the 12 for number 6, Annabelle Walsh.
Downing's doing a great job of being a two-way player there, unfortunately causing the foul, though.
Moving in, that's a great defensive play by number 10, Bella Sola, the senior, for the Knights, and they'll get it out.
Great heads-up play there by Isabel Majette, hearing the call from the stands to look for the ball, turning around, getting it, and passing it to number 20 with the goal.
Finola O'Connell.
For a Good Counsel score on senior night, senior Isabel Majette, number 3 with the assist.
Great heads-up play by Isabel Majette, as I was saying, and finding Finola O'Connell with the goal. The junior scoring on senior night.
She's committed to Xavier. And a timeout is called. We will be back after this. Your Falcons 8, the Knights 2.
And we are back here at Dancel Field at Kline Stadium. Your Good Counsel Falcons 8, St. Mary's Ryken Knights 2, with 3:55 left to go in the first half. This senior night for Good Counsel has been one to remember, led by senior captain and Oregon commit Ashlyn Gallagher, senior captain Annabelle Walsh, and also goals from Sarah Howes, senior, Josie Hutchcroft, senior, Addison Delgandio, senior, and we still love our juniors and sophomores too, and freshmen, Finola O'Connell, junior, and Reagan Lober, sophomore, both with goals.
And that makes up 8 as moving in scores! Annabelle Walsh, her second goal, and the Denver commit makes it now 9-2 in favor of the Falcons.
This has been such a good senior night for Annabelle Walsh. She has been dominant, whether it's from picking up ground balls from the face-off, assisting to her fellow seniors, or scoring. She has been running all over the place, making impact plays.
And the Falcons now 9-2. This has been a very, very dominant game by the entire Falcons squad. Claire Hansen in net being one of the big contributors on defense, and as you said, Justin, Annabelle Walsh and Ashlyn Gallagher being 2 of the top scorers so far tonight. Speaking of, Walsh at the dot, and this one is going to be picked up, and it's going to be a whistle. It's going to be Knights ball, though. That is Macy Bowles, the Xavier commit, and the Knights in the offensive zone are going to work with it. And keeping everything slow, nice and easy passes. Bowles at the top, hands it over to Downing. She has both goals for the Knights tonight. Now over to Zellner. Zellner with it, makes a spin move. And that's still great defense by Addison Delgandio. She has one of the goals tonight for the Falcons. And a great move. And the whistle blown. And that was Jasmine Downing. She's down.
And that's shooting space, I believe, so there will be another 8-meter call. There have been 4 missed 8 meters tonight. If Ryken had the ones that they got, they would be way closer to Good Counsel in this game. Let's see if Jasmine Downing can get a hat trick from this 8-meter.
Downing moving in, and she scores! Bounces it off the ground and over the pole of Claire Hansen, and a hat trick for Jasmine Downing. She's trying to keep this Knights team close to the Falcons as there are under 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter.
Jasmine Downing is doing her best to rob the Good Counsel senior night. The junior, the Manhattan commit, that's her third goal of the evening. She has been a great source of offense for the Knights, who have really looked towards their star players and commits. Carolyn Wright to Jacksonville, Greta Phillips to Flagler, Jasmine Downing, like I said, to Manhattan, and Macy Bowles to Xavier. They have been doing a great job, but this Good Counsel team has just been doing a better job, honestly.
And as you can see, that's Jasmine Downing on the medical table on the sideline, unfortunately. And that could be a huge loss for the Knights as she's getting checked out by the medical staff. It will be Knights ball, though. And the Knights getting things set right back up where they were the previous possession. Bowles with it right now. Bowles at the top, trying to make a move around the Falcon defense. Finds Zellner, Jaslyn Zellner. And the Falcons defense still staying steady. Moving in was Caroline Wright. She falls, and that's going to be picked up by Isabel Majette. And the Falcons will be moving out and back into the offensive zone. Majette with lots of speed finds Lober. And up to the top, Gallagher winds up and...
Shooting space there for Annabelle Walsh. Let's see if she can match Jasmine Downing and get a hat trick for your Good Counsel Falcons.
Gallagher getting ready for the 8-meter shot. Or Walsh, sorry. Annabelle Walsh. Winding, and that one's going to go back and picked up by Ashlyn Gallagher, who also has 2 goals on the day. And the Falcons still moving it around. Gallagher with it. Shot scores! And Ashlyn Gallagher with a hat trick. And the Falcons now up 10-3.
Senior Ashlyn Gallagher.
Looks like you called it there, Liam. Just a couple seconds ahead. Ashlyn Gallagher getting the miss from the 8-meter from Annabelle Walsh, making the most out of her chances, coming back up around the goal and getting the goal. That is huge. That's a hat trick there for Ashlyn Gallagher. The seniors have really performed tonight, as we keep saying.
Downing still on the medical table. Looks like she's getting her ankle wrapped up. We'd like to send our condolences to her, hoping she can get back on the field for this game. Falcons up by 7 with a little over a minute left to go in the second quarter. And this one's going to be picked up by Bowles. It'll be still Knights ball. Ref told her to wait for all the players to get on the offensive side. It'll be Knights ball still, though.
And Addison Delgandio with her second yellow card of the game with just a minute and 13 seconds left. This is a big moment for the Knights to come and get a goal back. Going down 7 versus going down 6 into the half might not seem like a lot, but it's still something.
Downing looks like she's back in after getting her ankle wrapped up. The Knights still in the offensive zone. They have lots of time on the shot clock left to go. And a whistle will be blown. And it'll be moved back out. That's Jaslyn Zellner, the junior, for this Knights squad. Zellner going to try and move in. And this one's going to be picked up and taken away by Isabel Majette. And Majette with under 30 seconds left to go. She's going to try to get it across midfield.
Way to get out of pressure there. She was swarmed by the Knights defenders, but getting it up.
Moving in, shot. That one's going to be above. And now 15 seconds left to go.
Ball stays with Good Counsel with 12 seconds.
Picked up and moving around. Moving in, shot scored! Annabelle Walsh, and she gets a hat trick of her own.
Seen before on senior night, number 18,
And Annabelle Walsh will the Denver commit. Gets her hat trick, and now with 6 seconds left to go, the Falcons up 11-3. And a great way to end the first half for the Falcons.
And yet again, we see the chemistry between number 8 senior captain Ashlyn Gallagher and number 6 senior captain Annabelle Walsh. Both of them have hat tricks in this game on senior night. That was a great pass, and Annabelle Walsh scoring through contact. What a play. She has been excellent today.
And here we are back at the dot for the face-off. Walsh and Bowles, as we have 6 seconds to go in the second quarter. Bowles will win it, and that'll be the end of the first half here at Denzel Field. And it's now going to be halftime. Feel free to get some popcorn or some dinner, and we'll be back after these messages.
Good counsel is home to anyone. You know, that you will feel embraced. You will feel part of a community from day one, even before school starts. You know, they put so much time and energy into making you feel as part of the community.
When kids come here, to know that they're not just loved and nurtured by their family, but by other people, you know, God's family. I think if you're in a position to give and you know that you can help other families become Falcon families and give the good counsel education to their children, well, that's a good thing to give towards. You know, education changes people, makes better people, makes better citizens.
You know, I know our children have been extremely blessed by so many people that have contributed to their experience and their time here.
Whatever you can give, you may think is small, but every dollar does count when it comes to providing a great education for our kids.
The outcomes outweigh the cost tremendously. When you see the smile, when you see
the grades,
when you see the relationships.
Not only focusing on academics, but service, community, continuing to grow their faith.
We need good counsel to continue to do the great things that they've been doing and to benefit more kids in the community. By giving is how we can do that.
I want the kids first and foremost to love the school. I want to introduce Good Counsel as a place to hopefully attend one day. Make sure they come back. Having fun is something that's very important to say, hey, it was a great camp, enjoyed it, looking forward to next year.
First off, let's be clear about elements of going to a camp. You know, you want them to have fun. You want it to be a great experience. But that's what we like to think, that they're going to walk away with something they're not going to get someplace else.
I would say over the years, we've had several participants that have come to Good Counsel as students. So it's really nice. It's an introduction to what Good Counsel is.
I would say my biggest thing that I want my campers to get out of being with me for a week is fun. I want them to learn lacrosse. I want them to learn field hockey, but you know, it's summer.
I think it's very welcoming. It's very busy. It's kind of exciting. When they're outside doing a lacrosse camp, it's very dynamic. There's just movement all over the place.
All right, let's go 100% back.
I have 3 boys in the camps program, ages 10, 8, and 6. They love the camps. They love the connection that they make with the student counselors. It's really special.
So my oldest, my daughter, I think she had a lot of fun. I think she found a lot of confidence that she didn't have before. She tended to be a bit shy, and all of a sudden she kind of came to life on stage. It was a lot of fun to watch.
Also, you want to make sure that our counselors are teaching them, not just the thing of babysitting them. The curriculum that we have developed over the years really introduces them to actually go through every day and what they're supposed to do.
Well, my camp director is amazing, actually. He would teach us, put them first, to have fun with them and get them to learn the fundamentals. I'll say I'm just trying to teach them that at the end of the day, it's camp. You're trying to have fun, trying to make memories.
They're more than just coaches. They motivate the kids, they encourage them, and they feel like cool big brothers. And my kids just talk about it so much after camp is over.
I think for parents, they feel that this is a great, safe environment, that their child is going to be included in all the activities. And so I think parents have been pretty happy with it. We've had quite a few repeat families over the years.
Good Counsel Campcycle. 1, 2, 3, Good Counsel!
Walking these halls, I feel the energy of Good Counsel's Xaverian community. Here, I learn to excel, serve, and love through friendships that support me and academics that challenge me. My voice finds expression in ways I never imagined. Whether I'm singing in chorus, playing trumpet, or exploring visual arts, creativity flows through every corner of this place. Faith shapes my daily experience. Through Mass, prayer, and retreats, I discover how Xaverian values guide my leadership and deepen my compassion for others. The Ryken program gave me exactly what I needed. Small groups and varied teaching styles helped me master core subjects while staying motivated and confident. Our nationally recognized STEM program puts innovation in my hands. I design, build, and problem solve with cutting-edge technology that prepares me for tomorrow's challenges. Athletics here push me to be my best. When our teamwork pays off in that perfect moment, the pride we share makes every practice worth it. This is Good Counsel. This is where I belong.
And we are back at the start of the second half. Your Good Counsel Falcons 11, St. Mary's Ryken Knights 3, led by your seniors on senior night. Senior captain and Denver commit Annabelle Walsh and Ashlyn Gallagher, senior captain Oregon commit, both with a hat trick. Now, here at Dansel Field at Kline Stadium, vibes are high. JV team playing Cotton Eye Joe on the sideline in the fourth quarter. At halftime, playing Sweet Caroline. Good Counsel girls are loving senior night tonight.
That's Justin Sands. I'm Liam Clark. Welcome back into the broadcast. As this ball is on the ground, picked up by Pandora and Na. Falcons now bringing in a few substitutions as things are unwinding here in the third quarter. Now in the hands of Amelia Campbell. And the Falcons getting everything set. Moving everything around during the perimeter. Justin, what do you think the Falcons need to do to keep this lead and the St. Mary's Knights offense at bay?
Well, quite frankly, I just think they need to keep doing what they've been doing. They have been just out hustling this Ryken Knights team. They've just found themselves in situations to score, honestly, led by Annabelle Walsh, who has the ball right now. She has just been so aggressive with these passes and with her runs, just getting into positions to make the Ryken defense uncomfortable, as she is right now, to the pass to number 8, Ashlyn Gallagher with the goal.
And now the Falcons captain starter, committed to Oregon, gets her 4th goal on the night. And the Falcons up 12-3. Wow.
This Walsh to Gallagher connection has been so strong this game. They have just been playing pass with each other, and it's just been leading to goals. It seems like everything they have been doing has been working.
If you're just tuning in with us, that's Justin Sands. I'm Liam Clark. Falcons had a monster first half, and they're looking to keep it going with an early strike here in the first opening 2 minutes of the third quarter as Pandora Na gets this one over to Ashlyn Gallagher. And it will be Falcon ball. Gallagher with it. 4 goals. She had 3 goals the last time we did a girls lacrosse broadcast. She was fantastic. We had an interview with her. If you haven't checked that out, go check it out on our YouTube page As moving in, takes a shot, scores! Wow! Annabelle Walsh with a great move. And the Falcons now up 13-3.
Oh my, Annabelle Walsh. That was absolutely nasty. Behind the back shot to get her 4th goal of the game. We saw them practicing it in warm-ups. That is a very difficult shot to make, especially in a WCAC live game. On senior night, showing out. Take a bow, Annabelle Walsh.
The Falcons putting it on. Clock is now going to be running as they are up by 10. As Pandora Na, halftime substitution coming in. One of the juniors. She plays and starts on the girls' basketball team. She was very good. Again, if you want to go see those games, you can go check it out on our YouTube page. And if you're there, might as well subscribe. As Pandora now falls, it'll be possibly a penalty, but it'll be their ball. And Pandora Na will hand it over to Annabelle Walsh. And the Falcons getting things back into their offensive zone.
And Pandora Na, good enough to be a college athlete in both basketball and lacrosse, but she is committed to Bryant for lacrosse.
And this one's going to be popped up and away. Amelia Campbell, the sophomore, going to grab it. And a whistle will be blown. And looks like a problem with the in-house shot clock.
Unfortunate there for the Falcons. Found themselves in a fantastic position to score, but up 10, it's more about just getting the game right and making sure everything's fair. You know, in the WCAC, we care about making sure everyone's having a good time and everything's fair.
Fundamentals are also an important thing, as they figured out the shot clock, and everything is back to normal. 8 minutes, 34 seconds left to go here in the third quarter.
You mentioned fundamentals. This Good Counsel team is huge on fundamentals, led by Coach Haight. Coach Haight is a well-renowned lacrosse coach around the area, coaching both club and high school. And the Good Counsel girls lacrosse camps are a huge hit around the community. Lots of kids come and show out.
Falcons now back. Now the play starts back up. Falcons with it around the perimeter. Walsh moving in. What a shot! That was Reagan Lober, her 2nd goal on the day. And the sophomore, number 21, has now increased the Falcons' lead to 11 over this Ryken Knights team.
Annabelle Walsh with the absolute dime. She can score, but she can pass too. This is going to be a great senior night for her.
Looks like the Falcons have made a substitution. In goal, they've brought in Katrina Patrikis. She is committed to Alabama Huntsville. And looks like the Falcons are going to be chilling for the rest of this senior night. They are up by 11. And St. Mary's Ryken Knights are gonna try and make this score a little more pleasing, to say so the least. It'll be the ball. It'll be the Ryken's ball, and the Knights are gonna move it across midfield. Falcons will pick it up. That is number 9, Mason Mayer. And Josie Kemp almost loses it. And the Falcons are getting things set back up. Handing it over to Annabelle Walsh. And now in the hands of Caroline Campbell. And the Falcons getting it set up along the perimeter. Moving over into the hands of Reagan Lober. She's the most recent goal scorer. Moving around. Gallagher scores! And her 5th goal on senior night. She's having a fantastic day.
And the Good Counsel Falcons girls varsity lacrosse team just having fun out there today. It's been such a great game, especially on senior night. This is what lacrosse is all about. Up by 12, 15-3 on senior night. They are just loving it, and they have been loving it for the last 3 years. Hopefully, trying to get 4 championships in their 4 years.
Pandora Na and Caroline Wright will meet at the dot. Wright looks like she's going to exchange poles, and now Macy Bowles is going in. Looks like Wright is going to get her lacrosse stick from out of bounds on the sideline, and making a substitution now. And things are getting set back up. A little over 5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter.
And while tonight has been all about our seniors, we want to shout out a couple of our juniors as well. Josephine Kemp, Army commit. Pandora Na, Bryson commit. Mason Marr, Denver commit. Amber Bettis, USF commit. And Fanola O'Connell, Xavier commit. And Drew Lusby, Wagner commit. This has been such an amazing senior class, but the juniors are ready to take the step up for next year.
That's Justin Sands. I'm Liam Clark. Welcome into the broadcast. If you're just joining us, Falcons up by 12 here in the third quarter. And they've been doing what they've been loving to do, feeding the seniors. And the seniors have done most of the work.
Sorry, one more. Ray Parkover, Robert Morris commit.
And the Falcons, it'll be Knights ball. Falcons have a very, very high chance of making it to the playoffs and having home field advantage. When they do, we will most likely bring those games to you, as they have one of the high chances to win the WCAC championship. You can see that here at GCTV. Our next game will be against Sherwood, as Isabel Majette will take that away for the Falcons. Our next game is at OBGC, celebrating Olney Days, kicking it off with a battle of Olney, your Falcons versus the Sherwood Warriors. This one is saved by the new goalie, Cora Stokes.
Amelia Campbell driving through the defense. She went left, she went right. Unfortunately, could not get the final shot to go in.
The Sherwood Good Counsel baseball game will be at 7 o'clock on Friday night at Olney Boys and Girls Club here in Olney. As the Knights will keep it in the offensive zone. As I mentioned, Katrina Patrikas now in net, as this one's going to be stolen by Kennedy Desportis. And the Falcons now back into the offensive zone, as they have been most of today. Moving into the hands of Jocelyn Fullenkamp. And the Falcons keeping things moving. Now in the hands of Gallagher. And now in the hands of Sadie Dyer. And the Falcons keeping things around the perimeter. They have less than 60 seconds on the shot clock. This one picked up by Jocelyn Fullenkamp. Fullenkamp trying to make a move around. Moving in. And that's probably going to be an 8-meter shot. Annabelle Walsh was being held up illegally, and she'll take an 8-meter shot. And maybe going to try and get her 5th goal, matching Ashlyn Gallagher, one of the captains for this Falcons team. Walsh looks like she's just going to pass it over to Fullenkamp, and it's going to be picked up by Pandora Na as it is scooped up into the air. And now in the hands of Caroline Campbell. Walsh trying to move in, and that one's going to be stopped by Cora Stokes. And whistle will be blown. Clock will continue to run.
For number 6, Annabelle Walsh for the Falcons.
And Annabelle Walsh will take another 8-meter shot, as another penalty has occurred inside the second crease.
There's been a lot of missed 8 meters today, but on the last one, Annabelle Walsh looking to get her teammates involved. As she does here, passes
scores. Wow.
To number 10, sophomore Amelia Campbell. Unfortunately, she couldn't get the last one, but Annabelle Walsh made sure she ate 2 today.
And her first goal on the day, as the Falcons seniors are just trying to get everyone included on this squad, and it's now 16-3, under a minute left to go here in the third quarter.
And while we're waiting for the face-off, we would also like to shout out our goalies. Katarina Patrikis committed to Alabama Huntsville, and Claire Hansen committed to Fairfield. They have been doing an amazing job so far this game, only allowing 3 goals.
We'd also like to shout out our technical crew today. It's just 2 people. Mr. Stromberg, he helps supervise and do most of the technical stuff, along with Paul Scango. He is our producer. He's been phenomenal the entire year. You may have seen him on some of the earlier basketball broadcasts. He really does everything. He's a unicorn, and we love him for that. He can do pretty much anything. He can produce, he can do camera, he can announce. We love him for that. Justin's been here also since the winter. I have too, and we are loving to see this, as this one shot scores. Sadie Dyer. The Falcons at the end of the third quarter. It's now 17-3, and we will be back after these messages. And we are back here at beautiful Kline Stadium at Dansell Field. And we'd like to thank you all for watching so far in this broadcast and so far this year. We will bring you more this Friday for the Falcons baseball at Serve Pro Stadium at Only Boys and Girls Club. We would love to see you as it kicks off Only Days with a very fun-filled weekend. We'd love to see you around. And then our last broadcast of the year will be I think it's a boys lacrosse game on May 1st. And after that, we will probably broadcast these playoffs for girls lacrosse. And that'll be the end of the spring season. And then we'll bring you back with fall sports, including football, soccer, and field hockey.
Even though the Knights haven't had much success today, Bella Sola there with a great dodge, getting out of harm's way and bringing the ball up the field. But unfortunately, they could not take advantage.
No, it will be Knights ball.
They get it back. catching Good Counsel off guard there. Number 2, Madison Ashley with the ball right now.
And now coming to the hands of Jasmine Downing. She has all 3 of the goals, actually. Downing, she was injured back in the second quarter. Thank goodness to see her back. She had a big collision with 2 of Good Counsel's defenders. Good to see her back out there.
She's been playing physical all day, really putting this team on her back. Great that she's back out there. We can see some more competitive lacrosse.
And the Falcons looking to bring it back out, but it will be Knights ball. Still on the ground ball. Picked up by Greta Phillips, a flag alert commit. And the Knights looking to score. They have under 20 seconds left to go on the shot clock. And moving in is Caroline Wright. The shot clock will stop, but the game clock will continue. Caroline Wright going to take an 8-meter shot. The Knights have missed a few. This one's going to be saved. What a stop. But by Katarina Patrikis, the Alabama Huntsville commit. And the Falcons backup goalie having a good save of her own. And looks like the Knights will pick it back up around midfield. And now coming to the hands of Helen Geary, the sophomore for the Knights. Trying to be picked up by Josie Hutchcroft. She has one of the goals tonight. Falcons still playing aggressive in the offensive zone. And they do get it. Hutchcroft going to try and make a move around. Hutchcroft. And that one's off the bar. Rebound scores! And Mason Mayer, her first goal. Another Denver commit on this Falcons team. She had a hat trick last time we broadcasted the game. And now the Falcons up 18-3, under 9 minutes to go in the final quarter.
And Mason Marr with the absolute laser to the top left of the goal. Way to bounce back off of that rebound to make sure she and the team converted. So far tonight, this has been an amazing senior night for the Good Counsel Falcons. Up 15 with the running clock, just over 8:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Looks like Good Counsel is going to try to coast and get through this game. Looking forward, the WCAC playoffs are close. They are coming up. These seniors are looking to get their 4th WCAC championship in 4 years. An absolutely amazing stat if they were to pull it off. Well, 3 in 4 years is still amazing, but they're looking for that 4th. They're hungry.
The whistle will be blown and it'll be picked up by the Knights. That's Justin Sands. I'm Liam Clark. If you're just tuning in, well, you're a little bit late, but still not late enough to see some good action lacrosse as Jasmine Downing. She was injured back in the second quarter, but she's back, and it's good to see her. She was one of the focal points for the Knights' offense. But when she got injured, the Falcons took full advantage and got up by a few goals. Knights with it now, moving around the perimeter. Caroline Wright with it now along the side. Now in the hands of Jocelyn Zellner, the junior. She's trying to make a move. This one's going to be picked up by Jalaya Nazir. And this one's shot. That one's going to be possibly a penalty. And possibly an 8-meter shot. It was inside the perimeter. And it will be Madison Ashley going to retrieve the ball. She's going to give it to Jocelyn Zellner, the junior. And it'll be an 8-meter shot. The Knights have had a lot of 8-meter shots, but none of them have gone through. Katarina Patrikis in net. And that one goes in! And a great shot by Jocelyn Zellner. And the Knights now make it 18-4. A little more prettier of a score than 18-3.
Unfortunately for the Knights, it's looking like a little too late. Jasmine Downing has been carrying the team on her back so far, but Jocelyn Zellner coming back, scoring a goal, and they're going to need a big rally here to come back. Running clock just over 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter on senior night. Good Counsel is not going to let this one up easily.
Back at the dot, this will be Sarah Howes and Macy Bowles. Bowles is Xavier commit and captain for the Knights team. She's been actually very good today. She's had 2 of the 4 assists in the game, as this one will go into the hands of Greta Phillips. And Katarina Patrikis will be there to pick it up. And she finds Kennedy Desbordes. And the Falcons will get it out to midfield. Desbordes going to try and make a move. And she's into the offensive zone. Desbordes along the perimeter. Oh, she tries to find Mason Mayer, but no dice.
Good outlet pass by Kat Patrikis, but unfortunately, once they got up the field, they couldn't convert, and now it's back with the Knights.
Knights have it. It'll come into the hands of Cora Stokes, the backup goalie. She was brought in at around halftime. Stokes is being heavily guarded by Mayer.
Mason Marr filling in for Ashlyn Gallagher, who was tormenting the goalie in the first half. Looks like Marr has taken up that responsibility now.
And that was Ashlyn Gallagher, who's right there. She knocked into Cora Stokes. Looks like Marr and Gallagher were looking to make a play with the goalie out of the crease.
Looks like Gallagher wasn't done. She's still hungry for more despite scoring 5 of the Good Counsel 18 goals.
Gallagher on Stokes, and looks like penalty will be called. And Stokes still has it with a running shot clock.
The poor Ryken goalies have had a tough time, whether it's from pressure trying to get the ball out or the constant pressure of shots. Look, if I was them, I'd be seeing ghosts right now because the ball's just coming at them really fast and really hard.
Of course, Stokes tries to get it out, but it's caught by Sarah Howes. And now in the hands of Ashlyn Gallagher. Or it was Annabelle Walsh, sorry.
Walsh looking to get her teammates involved there. We love that kind of unselfish play. Not trying to run up the score too much, being up 14.
And another whistle will be blown as we have less than 4 minutes left to go. Fast-moving fourth quarter. Ryken down by 14 as they have been very stellar so far, 8-3 throughout the entire season. And we will possibly see them in the WCAC playoffs. They've been a solid team throughout the league as some roughhousing will be called as a penalty in favor of the Knights. That one's going to be knocked up by Patrikis, and a great play by the goalkeeper for the Falcons, and they'll try and get it out to midfield, and they do. Annabelle Walsh now with it. Walsh going to try and make a step move, and she does. And the Falcons are just going to try and juice the clock as they can't, and this will, it will. Isabel Majette has it now as a reset shot clock. And the Falcons are just going to pass it around, just like they were at a practice. Now in the hands of Ashlyn Gallagher. Josie Hutchcroft with one of the goals today. Now in the hands, off the crossbar, a rip from Annabelle Walsh from the point.
That was an absolute laser. It's a shame it couldn't find the back of the net.
Ball stays with Good Counsel with number 3, Isabel Majette.
Isabel Majette now with it.
After it hits the post, we're resetting the shot clock. Now the full 90 seconds. 13 seconds separating the shot and the game clock. But Amelia Campbell, the sophomore, gets her second goal of the day. Cutting in, nice shot. The goalie did not see that one coming.
And Amelia Campbell, as Justin said, her second goal as we have under a minute and a half left to go. We would like to thank you for coming into the broadcast. We would like to thank Michael Haight, Coach Haight, for letting us broadcast this game. We'd also like to thank everyone who is on the crew today, including Paul Scango, Mr. Stromberg. He's doing the camera. We'd like to thank him so much. He is our supervisor. We'd also like to thank the fans here for senior night. They make this lacrosse team, want to be here. We love them for that. And again, once again, like to thank you guys. We wouldn't be here without you. Our next broadcast, as we've been saying for a while, it's a big game. Olney Days kicking off, and the Battle of Olney against the Sherwood Warriors and your Good Counsel Falcons in baseball at our Olney Boys and Girls Club. And it'll be a big game. We would love to see you there or tuning into the broadcast. That'll be at 7 o'clock on Friday.
And that is at Serve Pro Stadium at the Olney Boys and Girls Club. Sorry. One last thing, last but not least, we would like to give our seniors one more shout out. Senior Captain Dana Judd, Senior Isabel Majette, Senior Captain Annabelle Walsh with 4 goals today, Senior Sarah House, Senior Captain Ashlyn Gallagher with 5 goals today, Senior Captain Addison Delgandio, Senior Captain Ava Panetti, and Senior Josie Hutchcroft. Now, we are signing out. Your Good Counsel Falcons, 19. The St. Mary Ryken Knights, 4. We'll see you on Friday. Thanks for tuning in.
That's Justin Sands. I'm Liam Clark, and we'll see you next time.